sit back and relax as we listen to one of the many special voices from our community. On this episode of This Place, Our Voices, with your host, Elyssa.
In this episode, we're joined by Helen and Alan of Rustics, the Cheshire-based producers of high-quality, long-lasting and sustainable outdoor furniture. Welcome both. Thank you for joining me.
Hello.
Hi, nice to meet you.
So tell me the story behind Rustics. I believe it's a family company.
Correct, yes. My grandfather started it, we think, in 1966, somewhere around there, late 60s. And it's just progressed from there. My father and him ran the business until they both retired. And we're going from there, really.
Did it start off that they were just tinkering around and then decided, oh, do you know what, we could sell these?
It was more product development, in all honesty. They started doing blogs, and just for a bit of cash, really.
Yeah.
And it's developed from there into potato boxes, and then people saying, oh, can you make this and make that? And we got to where the stage we're at now, really. So making garden furniture, high quality stuff and
possibilities are endless with it,
Thank
isn't
you.
it?
Yeah.
Yeah, the interesting part is that some of the original pieces, the design of them, we still carry on making today because it's just a timeless design. We've got the rustic panels that we make. We've kept the name rustic panels, although now they're made from a more smooth planed timber.
Mm-hmm.
You've got your rustic seats and benches, which again is made from the planed timber. And then there's rose arches.
That's great, yeah. And picnic tables and all.
What's a rose arch? Oh, is it for like when the roses grow up?
That's great, yeah. Just for your garden path and rose arch you walk through.
I haven't got a big enough garden to have a rose arch, unfortunately.
Oh, you must have somewhere. You can put a rose arch on a wall and have a seat inside it if you want.
It's very true. You need to know how to grow roses. Do you do roses as well? So where does your passion come from? Is it literally because it is part of who you are from your relatives, or have you always had an interest in woodwork, for want of a better expression?
I've always loved woodwork. And then being down there in the workshop with my parents and grandparents when I was younger, I've taken on the passion. And then when I met Helen, and I found my soulmate that is just as
into woodwork as you.
Thank you. Passionate is the word I was thinking about. But...
Yeah.
Which, like being a woman, then there aren't that many of us into woodwork. When I was growing up, there wasn't really anybody I could identify you like the same things as me, like building things, making things. I do think it's changing a little bit now. It's good to see on social media and whatever other ladies in business doing woodwork. So there's more of us than you think.
It absolutely has been a male-dominated area. And I remember when I was at school, I think it was craft design technology. That was something I loved to do. I loved to go out into my dad's shed and make things with wood. Absolutely not to the standard that you're doing it at all. But it was something where I bonded with my father over it. And, even though being female, it wasn't a usual thing. And I think I was one of maybe 2, 3 in CDT. I think it's a lot more common than it was back then. But it's great to have female influence in the industry. Have you found other people that have had a similar experience?
I found other people in the industry who are female and do things to do with wood, but if I'm being absolutely honest, I haven't found anybody who makes a lot of the
things,
but we don't really know of many other businesses that do what we do. So it's more because we're a type of business few and far between.
What makes you unique at the moment in comparison to other companies in the area that do this sort of work?
So when we say handcrafted, we mean it. Often other companies say it's been handcrafted, hand finished, and it's just a little bit.
It's all bought in, whereas we get a raw pack of timber from the supplier and we make everything on site. Yeah. There's not one piece of product that we create that isn't made to your specifications. If you wanted it 6 inches tall, if you wanted it a foot wider, It doesn't matter to us at all. We can do exactly what you want.
We've got a range of machines that do the moulding. So you've got the Dulux edging on our bird tables. That comes in as a pack of wood. We have to put it through the spindle moulder.
That's it. Mould it all up, and shavings everywhere, but
They get put to good use.
the horses like that stuff. It was okay.
Absolutely. Nothing better than a company that has pretty much zero waste, because your waste product can be used for something else.
That's correct, yeah.
Have you faced any challenges in recent years?
COVID was a challenging time for us. We were busy, really busy, because the big DIY stores and building suppliers were closed or limiting their sales. Those same stores face a challenge to us now because they do so much in bulk of a lower quality and quite often charge a lower price than what we do. But when you're looking at the items side by side, then the quality of lots of things they sell is lower.
What would you do? Would you spend an extra £5 on a panel and have it last for another 10 years?
A fence panel.
That's correct, yeah, fence panel. And have it last another 10 years, or would you buy some B&Q piece of, you know what?
Cardboard.
Cardboard. And have it last 2 years.
Yeah. I think people go for convenience and accessibility, but potentially people don't know what else is out there, what other options are available to them. So it's interesting that COVID, although it was a horrible time for everybody, you were one of those businesses that were really busy because people couldn't necessarily go to those big retailers.
If you think about it, everybody was on furlough, so they couldn't go anywhere. So
we had fantastic weather.
Brilliant weather, so they're in the gardens, wanting seats, wanting fence panels, and they couldn't get any of it.
Yeah.
The only issue we had was getting the timber. We couldn't get it in fast enough. And you didn't know what you paid until it was on the yard. That was one of the biggest issues we had, because you're trying to work from a price list, but you couldn't do that because you didn't know what you paid for the timber when it turned up.
So in basics then, just to sort of really outline it, if you were looking at a fence panel bought from another retailer, how long would that last normally?
Depending on the style.
What's the best you could get out of that?
From another retailer?
Yeah.
If it's one of the cheaper, lower quality ones.
Mid-range one.
Yeah. I don't really pay them any attention, really, but I'd probably say 7 to 8 years.
And what about one of yours?
We've had people come back to us after 22 years.
Wow.
And say it's only just died.
And it's only a little bit more expensive.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Correct,
so, I mean, that for me, just, you don't really need to say anything else. End of podcast. No, I'm joking. But if you're looking for hard-wearing, long-lasting value for money, this is what you need.
Exactly.
I always have the added bonus of being made to the size. If you've got a funny shape, funny width that you need, whereas if you buy one of these off the peg ones, you have to cut it down, and
it's a lot of work.
It's working. Sometimes it doesn't give the aesthetics you want. You put up with it because you think that's all there is, but it isn't.
Yeah,
you can have what you need, what looks right, what's good for the situation. Only a tiny bit more, but it lasts significantly longer.
And do you help people with their measurements, and do you do the installation as well?
Yeah, we can do that all.
Yeah, so it's a one-stop shop for them.
Yes.
Then.
Yeah, we've got some guides on our website which we're adding to, particularly for the gates. We can talk you through, if you live further afield, how to take your measurements, what measurements we need. We can explain why we need those measurements, so you don't make an error or overlook something. Or if you're very local to us, we're often popping out measuring up for people.
We do various styles of gate as well. This is garden gates. This is the side entrance gates to people's houses. There's the close board gates that are very affordable, fully framed, not the ledge and brace. So there's a frame all the way around to make it long lasting and extra secure. And then we also do a barrel board finish, which is like an overlap board, very similar to T&G, which people recognise.
Yeah.
Very durable, lovely to look at. Same effect as T&G, and we just love it.
And then to move with the times, the picket style gates have got popular.
That's great.
Recently, the horizontal like side to side boarded, or the vertical up and down boarded with gaps in between. So you've got the screening, but you can still see through, because don't we all like to just have a little look at what other people are doing, but we don't really want people to look in on us.
Yeah, absolutely. So how's the business grown in the timescales from its inception, would you say? Was there, obviously COVID, as we've already discussed, was a huge boost to the business?
I remember the current workshop that we've got being put up maybe 20 odd years ago, would you say, Helen?
Yeah, we started about 20 years ago with the progression.
From that, it was just a glorified shed with no insulation. It was cold. It was quite miserable to work in all honesty. But now we're up-to-date facilities. Everything's nice and secure. All the timber is under racks. It's just lovely to work in.
Yeah.
And it just shows a credit to the family that we've and the effort that we've put in over the years.
So today is a miserable day, as we are in the midst of winter now, I would argue.
It's getting close, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. When would you say is the best time to buy outdoor furniture? Is there a best time, or is it literally the whole year round?
You can buy furniture all year round now.
With our products, with the different types of products we do, we've got products for all seasons. So in the summertime, it's your seats, your benches, your seated arbours. Moving into autumn time and winter, our garden gates get very popular when people are thinking more about security.
With the dark evenings, and
we were quite busy before Halloween and bonfire night, with the more people being about, then that worked well.
I just thought they wanted an extra wood for the bonfire personally, but
maybe
put their old stuff on there.
That's it.
And now it's revving up for the Christmas period with bird tables.
Oh, brilliant.
Like lots of people we have coming to us getting bird tables, either treating themselves
or giving the partners an extra nudge.
They make a great Christmas gift, young and old. They're a good joint gift. So if you've got what should I get for mum and dad, granny and granddad, an aunt and an uncle, you can get that one present that fits both of them and is a good addition to the garden.
Yeah.
Often our houses are crammed full of items, so something for the garden that you can enjoy from the warmth of your house in winter is a great.
It's also helping nature as well, isn't it? You feel sorry for the little birds outside shivering, and do birds shiver?
I don't know. Please let us know if anyone knows that.
That's a good question. Well, they look sometimes pretty miserable, don't they, when it's raining?
Well, yeah, I'd be miserable in this weather out there. So, yeah, looking at when spring starts to roll round, I know I'm guilty of it. As soon as that sun comes out, you start thinking, I should get the garden all tidy so I can go out and enjoy it. But you lose those first couple of days or weeks doing that, and getting that furniture, ordering it, or deciding what you want, ordering it, getting it installed, and you've missed out on a couple of weeks of enjoyment of that nice weather as soon as it comes around. So really, if people think about doing that in January, February, when we know it's coming, we know we're going to have some kind of nice weather to enjoy. So if they contacted you at that point and got ahead of the game, they probably wouldn't have to wait as long, maybe.
Exactly, we do pride ourselves on fast turnaround, but if you already got it, then you can use it straight away, can't you?
Absolutely.
We do get people wanting the bespoke orders January and February. If they've planning a garden renovation, then January and February we're quite often building the bespoke things, the bit unusual, so it's installed, it's there, so that you can build the rest of your garden around it.
Yeah. And the wood that you use, that's Swedish redwood, isn't it?
That's correct, yeah.
Why is that?
It's slower grown, so it's more stable, you get a better finish. If you look at a piece of English pine, you can count the growth rings in on one hand.
Yeah.
Whereas ours, you take your hands, your toes, or your neighbours just for the same piece of wood.
Yeah.
It's so much better quality. It's the highest quality you can get.
And that's where the long-lasting durability comes
Exactly,
from.
yeah.
It's all tannelised, pressure treated, so that makes it resistant to rot. You can, should you choose to,
paint your own colours and
stain
it whatever colour you want if you wanted. So it's not, you've got to leave it just be. You just Choose
You
a
can
colour.
do if you want to.
Exactly, just choose a colour and crack on.
Yeah, we've had some people paint things, some
Unique.
unique. Yes, yes. I'm not particularly a pink girl myself, but we have had one or two items painted pinks, purples, and well, there was something I never would have thought of.
How important has sustainability become to the business?
More so in recent years, just going back to COVID, then you realised what resources were available to you, and you realised that there's a finite amount, and that buying locally is better for everybody. You're not unnecessarily, causing more carbon emissions, more congestion, just by travelling, making things travel about for the sake of it. All of our timbers, is it FSC certified?
That's correct.
And then if you come to us and buy from us, quite often you can take the item with you. The bird tables, for example, come 2 pieces, the bird table top, and then the fully assembled stand. They fit into cars. One of our larger bird tables, we fitted it into a smart car before.
It was a bit snug, in all honesty. It was snug.
It was the dog that accompanied the man. He didn't have a lot of room, but he did fit. And he was a bigger dog. It wasn't a tiny chihuahua. So by buying a bird table from us rather than ordering online, you're not having the packaging, the plastic associated with it, and you haven't got other big vans on the road causing pollution, congestion. There's just so many positives.
And supporting local businesses.
I would like to just add to that, actually. If you buy from us, we buy from local suppliers, which helps them, which when people buy from us, we might buy from a company that's employed by them. So it's all circle, isn't it?
Of course.
It goes round all locally, and there's no money going out the area. It all helps each other.
And by local, we're not just thinking of people a mile from us. We're thinking local is 20, 30 miles. If you were to come to us, if you live a little further afield, then right on our doorstep there's lovely pubs, there's lovely cafes, walks, there's shops and such like not too far away. Then once again, by supporting us, you're also supporting the other smaller local businesses around us and having a very nice day out.
Yeah. So yeah, you're just making it a day out rather than a chore. Yes, people will go online and they think that that's convenient and easy, but if you turn it around into something that's an enjoyable experience.
That's great, yeah. Well, when it's not for you like today, it's a really nice part of the world, isn't it? To have a wander around and...
So I know where we are, you know where you are, but let's tell everyone where you are.
Yeah, we're in Swettenham, in Cheshire, near Congleton.
Really easy to get to as well.
All main road links, it's perfect.
And really well signposted.
Yeah, and we've got our big sign at the top of our drive, so you know where we are. You can find us because we are on a mainish country road. It's got our distinctive saw logo, and that's a throwback to where we came from. Our logo features a traditional handsaw with our name, and the T's are hammers, and that gives a nod to the craftsmanship and tools that have been at the heart of our business since the early days.
So with the customers that you've had so far, have you had commercial customers as well as residential?
Yes, we do wholesale and retail.
Yeah.
We do quite a lot of planters for pub chains and pubs nowadays, which is a nice string to the bow. Like, it just shows you how long lasting, if it'll survive a pub environment, how durable our products are.
Yeah.
In fact, we did all the furniture for the Swettenham Arms when it refitted 2 years ago, and the furniture looks perfect still.
As good as it was when it went in.
Yeah.
Great, yeah.
With our planters, they're all over the country. We supply another small local business that
does refits, and they go as far as Isles of Wight to the Aberdeen. We've sent stuff to, so they're top to bottom, really.
Yeah.
Sometimes we just get the pub's name, and quite often pubs have similar names. So we're out and about having a short breakaway. Who do we come across? Our planters. We've even seen them on the telly.
Oh, have you? Oh, that's brilliant.
That's it. That's good fun.
It's like little children you've put out to the world.
That's
Yes,
correct, yeah. It does give you a little bit of pride,
Of
actually.
course it does. And so it should do as well, because there's a lot of heart that goes into the products that you make, I can tell.
And then, speaking of things on the telly, we've had one of our benches feature on Emmerdale.
Oh, wow.
So that was
Which one is it? Which bench?
the economy rustic, wasn't it? So
Oh, there you go.
that's one of the original designs.
Have you got as seen on TV on that?
No.
Come on.
We don't really watch Emmerdale.
No, you definitely need to make the most of that.
Yeah, we should.
So did ITV contact you to buy that, or did you just end up there?
No, they don't. It was a producer, I think, of the programme that contacted us and sort of says your product just suits the garden that we need to in the show, and the order one.
Wow.
Well, they paid for it. We didn't give it to them.
No, too right.
So yeah, it was super. It was all exciting.
So a lot of bespoke requests are brought to you.
Exactly, yeah. We did a seat just last year, actually. A lady was doing a RHS.
Yeah, we're at Gardener's World
Live. We did a seat for that, and the seat was
centrepiece, wasn't it?
the centrepiece of a garden, but it was.
No, we were winning garden.
Yeah, she actually won first prize, didn't she? Thinking about
You
it.
need another sticker. I'm sorry. You're missing tricks here.
Yeah, that was a totally bespoke.
Yeah, it was like a totally curved seat, which is quite unique for us, and it took a little bit of thinking about.
Yeah.
So, but it also had to sit within, because she's only got so much room.
Yeah.
It had to be a certain dimension, and that was it. So
It was, well, we called it straight curves, didn't we? Because it was more a bit like a 20 pence piece inspired, it didn't it?
That's it, yeah.
But the effect, it was lovely. And now, winning, we were jumping up and down. We were all so excited.
It's nice when you can share in other people's success, when you had a hand in it. And like you say, even though it was her garden that won, because you provided something there that's gone towards that win, it's kind of just as much your win as well, because it's your product that was there. And
it's better, she was another small business, another small local business. So the small business world, it's different than the big companies that seem almost like at war with each other. It's a different community feel, isn't it? Everyone's
tries to help each other, don't we?
Yeah, got each other's back. It's nice.
I can understand why people do just go online, because it is really easy. But I think if people really put a bit of thought into where the things were coming from, who was behind it, not only are they supporting a local business, they're getting a quality product, but it's that feel-good factor as well.
What would you rather have? Would you rather have something that's 20 minutes down the road, or would you have something that's shipped from China?
Well, yes, exactly. That starts to rot after a couple of winters.
Exactly.
Yeah. But yeah, I definitely think that if I was to buy a bench from yourselves, that every time I sat in that bench, I'd think of this business and the people behind it. So it's definitely got that extra level of feel good. Is there anything weird anyone's ever asked you to do?
Yeah.
Without giving away any identities?
I don't know. We did that catio box, which was a little bit unique for us.
Yeah, up a catio.
This lady had got new kittens, which lived by Main Road in Macclesfield. And she wanted this like wire shed sort of creating for cats to go in during the day so they could get out but not come to any harm.
Yeah.
So that was quite interesting.
Good idea.
I was done the ground feeder with the slide out tray. That was a special item.
Oh yeah.
That
it was for hedgehogs, wasn't it, and that sort of thing.
Yeah, for the ground feeding birds. Yes, I think she did use it. It was a multi thing for the birds in the day and the hedgehogs at night. That it just scratches heads a little bit, but we got it sorted, didn't we? Yeah, we've had weird and wonderful things.
Did you really enjoy that side with the challenge that maybe somebody comes to you and says, I want to do this?
I must admit, it is more interesting than just the mundane.
Yeah.
Something that makes the old grey cells tick. Yeah.
And anything's possible.
Oh, absolutely. When people could smoke, they used to bring pictures on the back of bag packets and all sorts. So it can be challenging. It's really enjoyable too.
Yeah. The sky's the limit then with what people can have made, and you're the people to go to with the like you say, the back of the fag packet idea sketch, and you'll make it a reality for them.
We'll try.
Yeah.
It's also with what we could have another podcast, a debate on what bespoke actually means. Because yes, we have made bespoke items off the back of fag packets, but then arguably, if you're having a gate made to the size you need, that's a standard thing for us, but it's bespoke.
Yeah.
It's for you, so the width of it can be what you need for the gap, the height of it. Again, with seats, we do lots of these in the summer with the seat height and the width of it. Very useful for people with mobility problems, so they can enjoy the garden, enjoy outdoors, without thinking, oh, I don't think I can face going out there, because if I sit in my garden chair, I won't get back up. Well, if you have one made to the seat height you need, it's comfortable for you. You can get out, enjoy your garden, enjoy nature, and we can make that happen for you.
That's really important, especially with there's a lot of inside products which make those with mobility or additional needs make it easier for them to be in their home. But the garden doesn't really get thought about, does it?
Yeah, that's true. With our picnic table, we do an inclusive.
Yeah, we do one
that's one.
It's got a wheelchair one, or you can actually modify it for pubs that they can use it for prams and that sort of stuff, so they can push children right to the table too, but also for wheelchairs as well. So it gives everybody accessibility.
Literally, the sky is the limit with what people can have made then.
And with that picnic table, it doesn't look weird. So if it's there, it's obvious, screaming out wheelchair people, disabled people only. Like Alan was saying, it works with families, with buggies, prams. It fits in. So they're an excellent addition to what we do.
So how do people make contact with you if they have an idea they want to discuss with you, or if they just literally want to pop round and see what it is you've got available immediately?
So they're always welcome to come to the workshop, come and see us. We're based in Swettenham. We're on the mainish country road, rather than in the dead end road part of Swettenham, with the big sign with our logo, the distinctive saw logo at the top of our driveway. Give us a ring. We're a business that's based somewhere, so we do have a landline telephone number, 01260 224 909. The best bit and the worst bit about living in the country is the mobile phone signal, but the landline works very, very well. We've also got a website, www.countryrustics.co.uk, and we're on social media. We've got a Facebook page, Instagram page as well, which we're growing. Look out for some of our videos that'll be coming up soon. We got caught out at the weekend.
Last Sunday we were in the workshop doing some planters. No, it wasn't Sunday, it was Saturday, thinking about it. And our son Solomon came and videoed us, and then was doing a voiceover of David Attenborough. Really hilarious, but we might just add a little bit of editing before we put it on Instagram. So
is it literally just Country Rustics on there?
Yeah, Country Rustics. Yeah. If you want to follow us, please do so. That would be great. And you can also see special offers that we have on bird tables over the Christmas period.
Yeah, we've got lots for under £50 at the moment, so it's an affordable present for friends and family, or a little treat for yourself.
If anyone wants to actually come and discuss something with you, contact you beforehand, just so that you've got the time and you can give them the attention to have that discussion.
Yeah. And often if they make first contact, give us a little brief outline, and then it's a few hours later or the next day we've had time to think about it, and then can best support them and give the best advice. But we're very approachable, so
if they could give us a notice every weekend, that'd be great. We do have a small family, so we try and get out and about a bit.
I don't think you've always got to make an appointment.
Yeah.
If you're passing,
just bob in.
Just come in. And we live on site as well, so if we're not in the workshop, it's while we were in the house, the home office, doing social media or the dreaded paperwork accompanies the business. We've got CCTV, so we'll spot you and come out to you.
Fantastic. Well, thank you so much for taking the time to speak with us today. And yes, if anyone's got any questions, come to you.
Thank you, that'd be great. No, thank you.
Thank you.
If you enjoyed today's episode, please follow our Facebook page, This Place, Our Voices, where we share updates, highlights, and more ways to connect with our community. And don't forget to follow This Place, Our Voices on your favorite podcast platform and leave a review. It really helps others to find us. Be sure to join us again to hear another voice from our community. Here's to every voice and every story that makes this community thrive.